Hi, I'm Savita and welcome to my studio. In this video, I'll show you how to do a Chinese collar or Mandarin collar. First, I'll show you what changes to do on the pattern to include a collar. And then I'll be showing you how to cut the fabric, and then we'll be sewing the collar to the garment. So let's start. I'm assuming that you've already seen my video on drafting a body sloper. So do the pattern as per the body sloper, and you'll make the changes only at the shoulder and the neck part, which I'll be showing now. So this is my shoulder line. Like you had seen in the body sloper video, from the center front we are marking 2 3/4 2.75 inches, which is the minimum neck width. 2.75 inches. Again, from the center you're marking 7.5, irrespective of the size that you're doing. At 7.5 point, you're going down by 1 inch and getting your shoulder slope line. Now, after you do this, you'll be marking half of your actual shoulder. That is, for example, if your shoulder is 14 inches, you'll be marking half of it, that is 7 inches. And at that point, you will draw a perpendicular line downwards, which is your arm round line. On this line, starting from the slope point, mark half of your arm round. So my arm round is 13, so I'm marking 6.5 inches. And draw a line, straight line, that becomes your chest line. In this video, I am drafting the pattern only till the chest line because my main focus is to show you what changes to be made to include a collar, Mandarin collar or a Chinese collar. So we'll be focusing only on the shoulder and the neck part. Now to do a Chinese collar, we have marked 2.75 width, that is the minimum neck width, and depth. You mark your normal neck depth, mine is 6.5 inches, so mark that, and also do another marking which is standard, 3 inches down. 3 inches down, this is standard. This would vary as per your neck depth. Mine is 6.5. Now take your armhole curve, keep it such that you can draw a smooth curve connecting the 2.75 inch mark and the 3 inch mark. This is called a zero neck, that is connecting the minimum neck width and minimum neck depth. This is called a zero neck. First do that and then do the shape that you would want for the rest of the neck. This is, you will have your collar here. Now suppose I wanted U shape here and I want my collar to start from here. So draw whatever the shape you want. You can draw anything, any design. Okay, so that would be the front. Now for back, from the shoulder line, come down by 1 centimeter. Mark 1 centimeter down and then take your armhole curve and starting from the 2.75 mark, connect to the 1 centimeter mark with a slight curve. So this would be your back and this neck would be your front. So I'm drafting my armhole as well. So I'm coming in by 3/4 inch from the midpoint. This is already explained in my previous video, so you can refer that. Okay, so the pattern is done. I'm doing only the pattern only till the chest line because I'll be showing how to fix the collar. Now I'll be cutting this on this pattern as per the outermost lines. This is a half pattern, so I'll cut little below the chest line just for demonstration purpose. Now I've cut as per the back. Now remove the pins. Remove the pattern. Now both the layers is as per back. Now you can see the tracing wheel mark here. Just mark it with the chalk. And your front armhole. Now remove the inside layer, that would be my back. Now the other layer you need to convert it to front. Now to the front neck give 1/4 inch seam allowance like we did for the back. So the collar part and the neck part. 1 centimeter for the armhole. And cut as per the seam allowance line. Cut the armhole. So if you see now, this is my front and this is my back, and this part will be covered with the collar. Before doing the Mandarin or a Chinese collar, you need to finish the rest of the part of the front neck. These raw edges will be covered with the collar, so you need to finish only this part. We can use the false hem method, that is bias strip method. You can cut a bias strip like I had shown in my previous video. The bias strip should be around 1 to 1 1/4 inches wide, and you'll be sewing it on the right hand side only to this U shape, and you'll be finishing the neck part here. This is the right side of my front and this is the wrong side of my fabric. Now first thing we'll need to do is finish this part of the neckline using a bias strip. Now I've already cut a bias strip. To know what a bias strip is, please refer to my previous video on finishing the neckline. So now we'll be keeping this. I'm using a contrast bias strip so that you can clearly see it. Otherwise just use the same fabric. Now we'll be placing the bias strip with the edges matching together, and right of the bias strip will be facing the right of the fabric, body fabric. Now we'll be stitching 1/4 inch in from the edge all the way around without stretching the bias strip. I'm using a home sewing machine by Brother, which is ideal for beginners. In my upcoming video, I'll explain more about the features available in this machine, different foods available and how it can be used. So I'm placing the bias strip right on right. So you'll be sewing 1/4 inch in from the edge. So this is where you'll be sewing all the way round. So I've sewn this bias strip around the part of the neck which is not covered by the collar. Now second step would be to give small slits using the tip of your scissors. So the bias strip and the seam of the body. Carefully without cutting the stitch. So I've given small slits. Now in the seam. So I've given small slits in the seam. The next step would be the remaining part of the bias strip and the seam should be together towards the inside of the neck, and crease the seam well, flatten the seam, and then fold over the remaining part of the bias strip over the seam, and you will be sewing at this edge that is just next to the seam line. A detailed video is already done on this, you may please refer to that. So I'll be sewing all around at the edge. So this is how it shows from the right side as of now, and this is how it is from the wrong side. Now cut off all the extra excess of this bias strip close to the stitch. Now this is the right side. Now the whole bias strip would turn to the wrong side. Iron it flat. So we are done with this part of the neckline. Next we'll have to attach the back and front shoulder. So I'll iron this and show you how it looks. So I've ironed this part, pressed this part. So this is how it shows from the right side, and this is how it would be from the wrong side. Now you can do a hand hem around, or on the right side you can put a top stitch, which I'll be doing now. 1/4 inch in from the edge, I'll be giving a top stitch. So I've finished this neckline. Now you can give any design. I've given a U shape here. You can give any design. Now next step would be to attach the back and front shoulder. So place right of the back with the right of the front, and the wrong side is on top. Now at 1 centimeter I'll be sewing the shoulder seams on both sides. Now I've stitched the shoulder seam at 1 centimeter on both back and front. So back and front is attached at the shoulder. Now we need to measure the collar length. So this is my front. Hold the front two parts together. Hold the shoulders of either side together. Match the shoulder seams. And so this would be my center back. Do a small notch there using the tip of your scissors. So this is my front part, this is my back, this is my shoulder seam. Now measure this starting from the front. Measure exactly. Walk your tape and measure till the center back. It's 6.5 inches. That is, half of my collar is 6.5, so the full collar would be 13 inches. So we'll be doing the pattern for the collar next. Thank you for watching this video. In the next series of videos, I'll show you different kinds of necklines and how to finish them. And if you like my videos, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.